My Gavanen and well met. I'm Arik Galadurthan, head of Divide and Conquer, and welcome back to the Northern Dúnedain campaign, the reclamation of Eriador. We will dive straight in with an end turn from where we left off last time. Brief rundown while it runs through the end turn. Northern is under attack. Gandalf's reclaimed Knockfor but is soon to be attacked by the forces of Angmar. I've got reinforcements on the way into the Edain Moors, and we're holding reasonably well. And so it's not going too badly. We hold large tracts of land. We keep pressing on the forces of Angmar, which isn't too bad. I haven't defeated them outright yet because I've been fighting off the Dunlendings in the south as well. We might be able to win that if we're sneaky.
Attack!
Well, sneaky might not be the word. Lucky, perhaps, is going to be more of an apt description. And if not, I suppose we can always do the annoyingly tricksy habit of running the clock down, but I don't like to do that. So we shall just charge our enemy
Onward.
and hit them immediately if we can. Oh, they turned around. So our first charge has taken 202 of them, down to almost 100 casualties in that initial charge, but the halberdiers are the issue in this battle. So flee again. Gandalf at the side there. Hit them again. That's the Orc Marauders dealt with. Keep up the attack on the wargs. Most of the wargs killed. Now flee because we don't want to attack the halberdiers yet. The Goblin Band are charging, but they're not really. Cut through the Goblin Band and take the Snaggers. Caught them in the rear, that's good. The Snaggers are pitiful and will die by the thousands if we can get in amongst their ranks.
They have lost half their men.
There we are, dropping. Kind of want them to flee, to be honest.
Our army is tiring.
There we are, they're broken. Now hit the Goblin Band. Run from the halberdiers. Right, now we've got to try and be tricksy, but we'll hit them head on and see what happens. Oh, solid attack.
Only half our force remains.
Now we need a glitchy kind of nature where the enemy turns to face the other way. Because if we keep charging their front, we'll do a lot of damage to ourselves.
Pray something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
This is going to be remarkably close if we do win it. Is this the only thing left? There's 10 Goblin Band behind. There's still a warg fighting. That's all the Goblin Band dealt with. Those four aren't going to survive, are they? I don't want to risk losing Gandalf, so we'll pull out. Oh, I don't know actually. Let's kill that warg at least. Kill their general, their captain. There we are. They've lost their captain. Three of them left now. No, it's too risky.
Pray something changes in the course of battle.
Get out of there, Gandalf.
Seems almost certain.
He's our only surviving warrior. Riding off into the foggy backdrop of the Edain Moors, Western Edain Moors or Southern Angmar.
Our enemies have snatched victory from us like thieves in the night.
We killed
We'll not be so
686.
lucky next time.
But the problem is Gandalf will retreat to Knockfor, and the enemy will then probably immediately besiege him and then immediately attack, which does not bode well.
We are disgraced. Fall back and retreat.
Ah, brilliant. They didn't have the balls. This is good news. Yep, go on, we'll take another sun. Where have you just gone to? Yes, Turgon.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah, I'll have a Dúnedain encampment. Thank you very much.
Your
Gandalf
orders,
the
my
Noble.
lord.
Build another
This tower
watchtower.
will keep your will, my lord. By your command.
Yes,
More
my
reinforcements
lord.
on the way. Pillimore make
With
way up
honor.
there. Any dangers near us? Not really.
Your orders, my lord.
He's returning.
Yes,
He's
my lord.
returning, and
Yes.
he's returning. We are still just awaiting the Dúnedain upkeep to gain. Ah, the Dunlendings haven't taken Matrice, so hopefully Bree will drop down and do that. Aragthur built a library, that's good news. And the Angmarim haven't attacked Fornos, that's not good news. Oh, and that's their faction heir. Their faction heir.
I'm gonna stick you.
Ah, curses. The battle has just become a lot harder. We don't have the forces to rally out. We need them to attack us so we get the garrison army. Time will tell.
I'm gonna stick you.
Your orders, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Assembling a mighty host to battle.
Your orders, my
Turgon,
lord.
shot with him there.
Yes, my
Gandalf, build us 4th watchtower,
Conceal
and then I want you to head up
troops
here
by
and build
your
another one.
order. This tower will keep vigil over the lands. This tower will keep vigil over
Your orders, my lord.
your will, my lord. We can
You
go
can
no
hold in
further
there.
today.
Which has a really annoying name, and Colfinman died on his attack on Athelin, so we'll take the Northman naming and call it Colfinberg. No, we're Northern Dúnedain, we'd never do that, would we? Let's call it Ostkolfin. Which just means Colfin Town. You might be mistaken for thinking that is Ostcholfin, but it's never pronounced ch, it's always pronounced ch. The example that Tolkien gives is ch in the Scottish word loch, which is loch, or I believe there's a German sound which is remarkably similar, but it's kind of like a k, but you kind of slur the back of your throat, so it's like loch, and it's changed because of the way that Sindarin is formed. So it's not just Ost col. The H is joined to allow the word to flow better, because that is part of what Tolkien did when he created Sindarin. He attempted to make it flow rather than stopping and starting, much like English does. Alright, that seems to be all we can do. Let's end the turn. Hopefully they'll attack Fornos, so we can break that attack. And our reinforcements can attack Angmar in an alternative location. They don't seem to have taken Bari Donionak yet.
Greetings. We have a word for you.
Oh yeah, go on then.
Glad to reach an agreement. Another proposition for us, aye?
How about that? Yes.
I accept this
A
offer.
pleasure, noble sire.
Bit of map information, that's not too bad. And trade rights should see us get a bit more money again. Although they're very, very far away, so the trade won't really come until we've broken through the Misty Mountains. Good lord, that is a huge army. Well, Gandalf's going to have to get out of there, isn't he? My word.
Fall back! We must regroup!
Q-stall, why did I click on Q-stall? That one's never any use. Faction announcements. Gandalf has gained the Scarred trait. That happens to almost every general I have, because I auto-resolve too much. Well, Gandalf
Your orders, my
and
lord.
Turgon, we want you both
Yes,
out,
my lord.
ideally.
Your orders, my lord.
What's the village up here looking like?
With honor!
Oh,
we
easy to
shall
take that.
engage.
Maintain the siege there. So
We
let's
shall
run
prevail.
Yes, my lord.
Gandalf over here.
Your
Build
orders,
us a
my
watchtower
lord.
and try and join up with
This
Pillimore.
tower will keep vigil.
Yes, my
Turgon do the
lord.
same, take a little
My
longer,
lord.
and you can hold an Ostkolfin. Oh, they gave up! Oh, that's brilliant news. The Breelanders have scared them. That's phenomenally good news.
Your orders, my
And our
lord.
army down here is now assembled.
Hiding from the enemy.
And we're gaining 1% Dúnedain culture per turn. That's very good. Because as soon as Aragthur can get training going, it's a castle, so it's always better than a town at this same level. So that's very good news indeed. We'll take you, and I'll take you and you north if I can.
Your will, my lord.
As you wish.
Yes, my lord.
My lord.
And another in turn. Bree are meant to be heading south though. Bree in the north is not useful to me, but Bree in the south is very, very useful to me. Obviously, if we were playing true to law again, Bree wouldn't do anything. They wouldn't really even have a standing army. They wouldn't have any lands. They wouldn't have. They just wouldn't have anything. Bree is just a town. That's all it really is, and it's rife with corruption. Hence, how the evil men serving Saruman were so easily could so easily infiltrate the city itself, and then start the uprising in the Shire that comes with the end of the books, which Peter Jackson omitted from the films, as I'm sure you have a Lord of the Rings friend who's probably foamed at the mouth at that, because a lot of them do, and I never really understand why.
Orders. Your will, my lord.
By your command.
But the scouring of the
We'll make
Shire
camp here.
is only seen in a vision that
My lord.
Frodo has
you
when he's
wish.
at the Mirror of
Your orders, my
Galadriel,
lord.
and he looks into the mirror and he
Assembling
sees
Yes, my
the
lord.
Shire in ruin,
With
all his
honour,
friends in chains,
making
fires
camp
everywhere,
here.
and that is supposed to be a vision of what the Shire would happen to the Shire. That's a vision of the scouring of the Shire, and so that's how Peter Jackson got it in. And Saruman, of course, is killed on the wheel at Isengard when he falls off the top of Orthanc, but that's not really how he dies. But I thought that scene was really good, so I won't hold it against them. Interesting turn of events. The forces of Angmar have lost against the army from Bree, which doesn't even have a general.
I am but an ally.
And they're now mopping up the army on the west. So Bree are really helping me. They're actually fighting for my cause, which is remarkably rare. By the looks of it, Ered Luin are finally joining in. So if we can still just keep our holding ground and stopping Angmar from gaining anywhere,
Your orders,
then
my
we
lord.
should be able to win by basically leaving them to Ered Luin, and then we can turn our full
Orders.
attention on Dunland. But until we can turn our attention on Dunland, we will hold in Aragthur and just keep waiting for the culture to rise. But again, that seems to be everything, although I do have a diplomat somewhere. Oh, he's
Yes,
only got
my lord.
one thing. That's rubbish.
We shall listen to your proposal, but do not expect. I must say, we
Keep
are
trying to get
not
ceasefire with them.
convinced. We hope for more fruitful parley
But they're
in
having none of it.
future.
Let's head south and try and get some map
Without
information.
question.
See what's happening in the
Yes.
rest of the world.
I shall continue tomorrow.
Your will, my lord.
Concludes this one. As we continue on. Imladris very much just holding the two towns as they always do. Interestingly, we haven't actually set Imladris to be passive. They just are passive, and I think it's something to do with the geography of the terrain that they start in, unfortunately. And there's not really much that we can do other than giving them loads of units and loads of money so that they feel like they can leave their homeland. Right, that's a weak army. I mean, the halberdiers are quite good because they're effective against armour. The wargs are good if they can get a charge off, but we should be able to counter them with our Cardalani riders, or Cardalan riders. Gazmog, oh, he's weak. 3 units of Snagger, that's awful. And he's coming from the town itself. So we should be able to win, especially with the presence of Gandalf controlling our army.
Muster your courage, men! We march into battle!
Obviously, the higher rank the general who leads your army is, it just means the more effective all of your troops are in battle. So they fight better, they have higher morale, all those sorts of things. And that's why Mordor is so strong, because each Nazgul is a 9-star general, so they make their armies incredible. Right, we have the advantage that we're under... Oh, look at that hill. Look at that. That is a gift. An absolute gift. Crime and Netleys. Can't imagine how we'd lose this now. He says. We've only got 3 units of archers though, actually. Oh, and I tell you what, we could use the stakes. Oh, he has stakes, but we'll get those archers up here as well. You lot form a line in front of them. Cavalry on the side, ready to spring, and those 2 extras ready to charge in, and Gandalf take that side as well.
The enemy have brought up more men.
Come forth from the hills. To me, hillmen.
Rudar pikemen. Look how basic their pikes are. They're wooden poles with one tiny little skewer on the end. But they look cool, and they're a nice feature if you play as Angmar or you play as Orcs of the Misty Mountains.
Go lightly.
Watch this area.
Otherwise our army is hiding nicely. Small, the helmet of the... they wear a helmet which is reminiscent of the men of Arnor. They haven't forgotten their lineage. Gandalf, if we can get you to move there, you can charge into someone.
Move out.
And we'll try and get you guys to immediately move over there. We'll not try, we will move you guys to go over there. They're going to try and flank us actually, so let's get the lumbermen like that. Lumbermen are not very defensive. Defense skill is only 2, their armor's 3, but their attack and charge is very good and they're effective against armor, so they're much better on the attack than they are on defense. But we have no choice really at the moment. The lumbermen are primarily a Breeland unit, which is why their officers are Breeland watchmen, and their flag is that of the Breeland itself, because whilst they fight for the Dúnedain and they work with the Dúnedain and they live in Eriador, which used to be the Dúnedain lands, they are more independent than the Dúnedain would wish. So they still raise their own banner, the free land of the Breeland, and they fight with Breeland officers. But they make up a huge chunk of the Northern Dúnedain army in the early game because they are so easy to get. Right, Gandalf, let's begin this. Let's kick these into a proper run, because at the minute they're slowing down. Charge. Begin! Our Dúnedain are preparing to fire.
Missiles ready.
Although at the minute only 4 of them. Cardlani are about to hit. Solid charge in the second line. Another good attack. Now immediately pull out before the wargs get you. What of Gandalf? Wargs breaking through the line. No danger for the Arthedain Royal Guard. Absolute battering rams they are. They are the Swan Knights of the North, to be honest. Cardlan units have done well. They've forced the enemy into an attack. Run up there. Gandalf's strong enough to just stay there, to be honest. He could deal with those goblins. Although he is currently trapped and isolated, so let's try and run them away. Warg Riders riding up the hill there. They're going to try and flank those lumbermen. But hopefully when these guys show themselves, they'll stutter and stop. See, they weren't expecting them to be there, so their charge has now faltered and they're being hosed down by arrows.
The enemy general flees like we've captured the enemy's
We've
general.
already captured their general.
That'll teach the cowardly dog to turn tail and run.
Fools. Right, Cardlan. Oh, Cardlan, I did not notice that.
Watch this area.
Support each other and attack these wargs. How's Gandalf doing? Ah, he's charging through the wargs now. Let's do the first of the Astari. Might as well wait until we've used up all our arrows before we charge down the hill. How far away are the reinforcements? Oh, they're coming. They are coming. Gandalf, pull away. Halberdiers. Halberdiers, as I said at the beginning, are the only real threat. Everything else we can deal with quite easily. But those we cannot. Ah, they've done well. Taken quite a few casualties though, because they're not designed for prolonged melee. But they've killed a great number of the enemies. So. Cavalry pull out of there. And the lumbermen will hit them in the side. Lumbermen over here taking a right pounding. Some wargs have charged them. That's alright, they're dropping them now. Oh, what a strike from this kid. Let's pull that out the bag. Now you can hear the wargs falling. Their childlike battle screams as they die. Ah, the lumbermen over there have hit. So, Cardinal right out there. New Cardinal move over into the middle here. Lumberman here. If you run down the hill as well. To that goblin band. You go into that goblin band. You hit them from the rear. Oh, they're coming in up on the flank. Orc fellas coming for Gandalf. Run them down. Right, they've foolishly abandoned you and they're flanking them, so you can get the hit in the rear now. Ah, and these have finally stopped firing, so you can get your charge off as well. Bit of a hit, but this is where the real magic will happen.
Enemy force remains.
Ah, they've routed right into the path of Gandalf, who's easily captured about 100 of them, I would have thought, in the first strike. Mass routing across the board. Keep it up, keep it up. You all attack them. You don't attack, don't stay in melee. Charge into the back of them.
For the moment,
and the Marauders have broken, and very
Let's
swiftly
it remains as such.
the Halberdiers have broken. Ónen i-estel ú-chebin anim. Despite that now no longer being true, as Gandalf is dead, it still remains somewhat of a war cry. Alright, we've broken quite a lot of enemies. Doing remarkably well at the moment. We've still got some arrows left as well, actually. Change it up. Everybody move to where you want to go. The cavalry over there. And you, and I believe you. Could just walk over here, you've done all your work now.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Watch this area. To me, Hillman. Watch this area.
Speed it up. Come on, pikemen.
Come forth from the hills.
Right, and our archers should be able to get everything off. Oh yeah, they're getting shot. Right, now's the time of the cavalry. First of all, hit all of them. You go out there and capture some more enemies, actually. We'll use Gandalf because he's the slowest. We'll use him to do the breaking of these new enemies.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
Snaggers versus pikemen. That's an easily. We can speed this up. I hope you don't mind. As this battle is almost certainly won.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Orc Halberdiers are putting up a bit of a fight.
Behold how
Continue.
our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
How are our cavalry doing? They've stopped. Lovely. Chase down those, and you'll never get there in time, but chase down those. Nah, they've already cleared. Gandalf, are you still running after anything? That guy, get that guy. Oh, there's 4 of them. And we are left with these people chasing down. Is that 60? Oh, that's 60 of ours.
Our foe is utterly
solid
vanquished.
victory.
Let all who remember this day remember it as the day of our most glorious victory.
And the forces of Angmar will remember this day, and they will remember that the forces of men are strong, and have come to reclaim that which is our birthright, the kingdom of Arnor. I should stress that even though in the title and the description I mention Arnor reasonably a lot, you cannot reforge Arnor in Divide and Conquer. I must stress that point. You cannot reforge Arnor. Now that's a lot of money. Let's see if they'll pay it.
An honourable, glorious victory!
And we have pushed them completely out of anywhere that they didn't used to own. By that I mean they now only own Angmar.
My lord, our courage and honour have conquered!
Furnace Druinen's got a catapult maker. And all it's got left is a library. Go on then, chuck a library on. We're making quite a bit of money.
My lord.
Captain Amir is making his
Yes.
Kameth Bryn.
We can go no further today.
Just not very Dúnedain there. Get a library enough to build that then.
Yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord. Yes, my lord.
This tower will keep vigil over the lands.
We're going to leave everything
With
behind
honour.
except for the pikemen, I think.
Yes. We can go no further, my lord.
Get a Dúnedain encampment. Got quite a while till that one's ready.
Your orders, my lord.
Turgon will remain here and build
With
towers.
honour, making camp here.
We've got a black
This
spot in our
tower
towers
will
here,
keep vigil over the
which is annoying,
lands.
and we've also got a black spot here for some reason. Let's get another tower there because that little grey bit there is a thorn in my side, and we need one there as well next to Athelin. But it looks like they've beaten the forces of Bree, or Bree have just abandoned their attempts to defeat them. But give it 2 turns and we'll have extra cavalry and extra lumbermen. High Chieftain can't get there yet, so...
I'm gonna stick you.
And if one of those 2 besieges us, we can rally and kill them easily. Now, Osculfin has no defence, really, so... But if we can push on and take Shadun, because that one is a minor city, or a large encampment for orcs, that one's making them a lot of money and getting them a lot of troops. So if we can take that, they're really crippled. Their big 3 are here, Kharn Dûm, Shadun and Litash, which is just there between Gundabad. And if you can take those 3, you've basically beaten them, because from these villages they're only getting weak rabbles and they're not getting much money, so...
Your orders. Without question. Stopping
Just a case
here.
of pushing on.
I shall continue tomorrow.
Thursday with its nice garrison. Still not strong enough to cross there though. But the Dunlendings at least have abandoned their attempts to cross the river, and I think that is purely because along here there'll be constant wars with Enedwaith. So the river is no longer a priority when your homeland is under attack, so they've abandoned that, which is good to see.
Yes,
And that army will push on to Shadun. Even if we can't hold on to Shadun, we will be able to destroy every building within it and severely hamper their attempts at conquest, which is always a win. It's a lovely form of raiding. You capture a city and then you destroy every building and then you flee. Works like a charm. I do hope that Ered Luin are doing well though. I hope that they're pushing on. But often strength begets strength, so as we do well, the dwarves of Ered Luin will then also be able to ride on the wave of success that we generate. So as we're defending Bree and we're defending Ered Luin therefore are getting stronger, and as they're getting stronger they're also then attacking Angmar. So it's a cyclical. Now we could attack
Have a
Gazul,
taste of my blade.
or we could
Your
ignore him and
orders,
push
my
for Shadun, and I think we're going to ignore him and push
As
for
you
Shadun.
command.
Yes, my lord.
Get another
With
watchtower in,
honor.
Turgon.
This tower
And
will
I'll
keep
take a
vigil
final one
over
up
the
there in
lands.
the corner.
We can go no further, my lord.
Ah, Numinas building a grain exchange, getting us a bit of money. So can't train anything else. Fornor still hasn't come under attack. They're still flirting with the forces of Bree, which is useful to us. If we can train units in our other regions, that's going to be certainly helpful. Little watchtower effect for going around Osculfin. I do like doing that as well. Nowhere is yet ready to upgrade. How are we away here? Oh, 1%. Only one more turn till the Dúnedain are then available. However, they then have to actually replenish, so they won't immediately be available, but they will be there, which is a win. Got another unit coming from here, so we can take another unit out. Take out the card.
Will, my lord.
By your command.
Everybody just keep heading north.
We'll make camp here.
My lord.
Get into there when you can. Morvatarth, Dol, I think that's called Dolbrin, and Camethbrin. These are the three... Dolbrin, yeah. These are the three Rudour units, so these are where you'll get all your Rudour. Or no, I think it's Camethbrin, Dolbrin, Goblin Town, and Morvatarth. So those four. Not entirely certain. We'll find out when we build a town, I suppose. When we build a Dúnedain encampment. Ah, no, you cannot get Rudour units in the Edain Moors, which is fair enough because the Edain Moors are traditionally held by trolls. So men,
Yes,
evil
my
or
lord.
nay, are unlikely to reside there. Oh, that's almost built those. That's good. We'll end the turn again. Our diplomat is continuing south. I want to try and find out if Rohan are holding or if Rohan have essentially been defeated. Because Isengard took Helm's Deep and Dol Guldur, if you remember, took Edoras in the invasion. So Rohan lost its two major garrisons, and its capital is probably now Aldburg, which is the seat of power of Eomer before he was banished. It's his ancestral home, and he was the in charge of there. Aldburg in the Fold, it was called. Oh, the Haven Master of Umbar's dead. Goodness gracious, how's that happened? No, we don't want another one. Ah, Cameth Bryn got a Rangers Council. We can get another free upkeep unit there. And Eric Thur built the Baluster Maker. And can finally now train everything, but as I say, it'll be a while. Harad and Isengard have allied together.
Yes, my lord.
Well, let's break into Isengard's
As you
territory and find
wish.
out what's happening.
Tomorrow's journey planned out.
What's happening
I
in our
shall
own
continue
land. Oh,
tomorrow.
Enid Wythe have taken Argond, the castle of Argond. So Dunland really are under the cosh. Oh, get our army ready then. Get our army ready. You. No, because they've got free upkeep at the moment. Ah, no, screw it. Go and stand. Oh, I've done the wrong thing, haven't I? Except for you to go and stand on that bridge.
Yes.
I don't want to merge them, because if I merge them with them, because they've got no experience and they've got 5 experience, they will likely lose 1 to 2 of their experience, if not all, because there's only 3 of them and there's 35 of them. So their experience will be the one that's worked off of, and so they might merge to be a 1 experience cavalry unit. Whereas if I retrain those 3 units, then I'll get a full regiment of Cardinal Riders with a 5 experience level. So it's worthwhile. It's not always worthwhile merging units. You want to try and play the system, as it were, and get the best payoff you can get. Right, Angmar are coming hard. They know what we're doing.
Your orders, my lord.
To battle.
They seem to be
We shall
prepared.
prevail. Yes.
Shadun is an orc encampment. Oh, it's an orc encampment.
As
So
you
these are all
command.
entirely irrelevant because they don't have any walls. So it's just gates and that's it. So we'll build a couple of rams to break in different points. So we'll build 3.
Yes.
Yes, my
Turgon's
lord.
building that last watchtower.
With honor. This tower
I was hoping to
will
try and
keep
get vision
vigil
of
over
that,
the
but
land.
we haven't.
The day is
Let's see.
ours. We
There and
have
there.
conquered. Your will, my
They're
lord.
on their way there.
March to
Your
Turgon.
orders, my lord.
Yes.
Orders. Your will, my lord.
Morvatarth might fall, you see. And I don't want to waste a whole unit
Your
of
will,
Rudar, so if we
yes.
pull those to Morvatarth,
Yes,
and you
my
head to
lord.
Morvatarth, and you head
My
to
lord.
Morvatarth, and the army from Camath Bryn, except for you. Also,
By your command. Orders.
we can get a bit of a backup army in that fort. Also, forts give 4 free upkeep, so they're always worthwhile going to. But as the dawn of our attack on Angmar begins, I'm afraid I shall end this video here. Quite a few turns in. We've got interesting situations happening all around the world, and it's been quite an eventful little episode. The forces of Angmar are rallying around the outskirts of Bree, unsure whether they want to attack Fornost, Amunsul, or reclaim their old territory of Ostkolfin. They also have their forces beginning to push me out of their lands as I besiege their second city, Shadun. And we are mustering an army on the bridges in the south as Enedwaith begin their encroachment and slow victory over the Dunlendings. And we prepare to snipe some of the towns that we want before Enedwaith can. But for now, that'll end this episode. This will be the last one for about 4 to 5 days. Can't remember how many it is. I think it'll be about 4 days because I'm going to schedule this one to be a bit later. So once you've watched this one, it'll be a few days before there's another video because I am away. But then I am no longer away, so they will continue thick and fast, and we will maybe even look into doing a new. Well, not maybe. I really enjoy playing this game, and if people enjoy watching me play it, then I can do another one. So if you do fancy me doing another faction and you would like to suggest which one that is, then do feel free at any point to suggest which faction I should do. I'm leaning more towards Enedwaith or Anduin or Dorwinion because they're my favourite factions. But for now, this is the end. I am Arakir Galadirthan, head of Divide and Conquer. If you have any questions or you want to just talk about DAC, do head to Total War Centre. The link is in the description. You'll find us all there, me and the rest of the team, and we'll happily talk and discuss DAC with you till the cows come home. But until then, Navar na den Pedimad, and farewell.